All right, welcome to this series of the video. So here into this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to develop a Super Mario game using Python programming. So quickly, I will just have to go straight to my file manager here because I have my projects folder that I have created already in the file manager. So here in the D drive where I have USB drive, if you check, you see Super Mario. So this is the Super Mario, the folder we are going to be building all our projects inside. So let me just delete these two files because we don't really need it, but okay, let me just let it go. So I will just minimize this for 1 minute and quickly go to my Visual Studio Code here. I'll click on open folder. Once I click on Explorer from here, then I click on open folder because I need to bring my folder into my Visual Studio Code. So I'll scroll down to my D drive, then locate where I have Super Mario folder and hit enter. So now I have, let's wait for a few seconds for the folder to initialize. So now I have the folder inside here. So I already have already started the project already from here so to this place. So for some of you who don't know, maybe you are just starting Python programming from the beginning. As a beginner, you should just come here and just first copy this code because this is where I started from. You have to import pygame, import sys, and do pygame.init and the rest of them. I've set the screen already, and I've also set the name of the game, and also I've defined some colors, which is white and this one for the program. So, and also now I am trying to set the player size. So here I said player size is 50. So the next one I will just say that I also need to have a player pops. So players pay pops, then I need to use underscore. So player underscore and pops here. Then I'm going to say that this player post is equals to, then I will use this symbol here. Then I said inside here I need to have 100 comma and another 100. So that's what I'm going to have there. Now I'm going to come down and say this time, sorry, I'm going to say that this time what I need now is a player. So I will just say player underscore and vel, which is vel, is equals to, I will now also use this, and now I said this has to be 0 comma and another 0. So that is that for this one. So I realize I have a little screen issue here. It said it's not defined, which means there's a problem here. So I have to take out this and see where I made a mistake from the screen height. So I will say this is for screen height, which is this, so that the variable can be recognized. So now I have screen height and screen width. So let me see. I have to copy this one from here. I have to copy it. Okay, I think it's correct now. So it's okay now. So now from here, I will come down a little and said I need to define the platform where the players will be playing. So I will say hash define platform. So I will just say the platform. So here on the platform, 1 minute. Here on the platform, I'm going to say that platform. Yes, that's what I'm going to use. So platforms is equals to, then I'm going to use this, then enter. Here I'm going to say, let me use this. So inside here, I'm going to say X, then I'm going to use this to close the X, semicolon, sorry, to close the X. Then I'm going to say I have 0 and comma here. Then I'm going to say also for Y, which is give a little space. Then I also say For y, I'm going to use this also and also have a y inside of there. Then for the y, I'm also going to use a semicolon to close it. But this time, the y is going to be for screen height, then minus 50, comma, and then for the w, so I'm going to use this also and say a w. From the w, I'm also going to use this. Then I will say the w is for screen width, this one. Then I'm going to say comma. Then for the edge, I'm going to say that for this edge, I'm going to say 50. Now this has to close with a comma here. Now next one, I'm going to hit enter, and probably maybe I have to just do a duplicate. So maybe let me just duplicate this so we don't have to type all over again. So let me just copy this, duplicate this, and paste it here. This time I'm going to say that where I have this one has to be 100 from where I have the x, and where I have the y is going to still be on screen height, and where I have this minus has to be 150, and the w has to be where I have the w here. I will just quickly add 200 and then comma, and then I will also, where I have the h, I don't need this now. I don't need this. So where I have the h now, I will now quickly add 50. So I think the h has to be on 50. So that is just that. So this is complete now. So this is where it closes. So now I need to quickly set the game loops for 1 minute. Let me set the game loops, and this is where we are going to end. So here I will just say hash, then I will say game loops. So in the game loops, I'm just going to say while. This is while. So while with stop it with, I'm going to use a semicolon here. So while, and I hit enter. I'm going to now comment here that hash handle event. So I'll now set this to handle event. Then inside the event, I'm going to write that for event, I'm going to, for event in pygame dot event, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say dot get. Then I will close it with brackets, and then I will use a semicolon also. So now I will come down. The next one, I will say if event type, if event dot type, if event type is equals to pygame, then I will use dot to quit. So quit in capital letter. So now I can also use a semicolon to close this. Then I will come down and say pygame dot quit. Then I will close it also with this. And finally, the last one, I will now say sys dot exit. Then I will also close it with this. So at this point, I think everything should be fine, unless maybe I need to quickly check if I have a problem from here. So while is true, and for event, I think maybe we need to take out this for now. Let's see where the problem is actually coming. Control Z. Ctrl Z. So I think from here I have Ctrl Z, while 1 minute. There's actually something I'm trying to fix, the dot here on while. So let me just quickly see what the problem for this could be, because it's giving me an error, so but it's correct, so I don't know, but let's just try it again and use a handle event here again, and let's see. And let me just say that for event, for dot event, for sorry, I don't need a dot, so for event I will say in pygame, let's see if it can correct dot event, then I can use dot get. So let's see if this will be able to correct the error. So it's correct there, but I don't know why it's still okay. I have to close it with this. Then the next one is if event type dot type, because I'm surprised why is not coming, is equals to, then pygame dot quit. Then the next one here, pygame dot quit has to close with this dot here, a semicolon, then the last, second to the last, so pygame dot quit, and then the last one is oh, pygame is supposed to close with this, and then the last one, which is sys, and then dot to exit. So let's just see if this will solve the issue. Okay, so I think that is what it has to be, because I have the other things, other codes we need to write, so that is why. But we are just done with the game loop, but we are not done with the player movement and other things. So let's just stop here for now. Then in the next video, I'm just going to go ahead and correct this error and also set other variables we need to set, so this thing, the project will be able to work perfectly.